My name's Andrew Stotz from Maybank Kim Eng Securities, and I'm here to talk to you about the boom in the internet that's happening in Thailand, of course, around the world. And it's being driven by devices like these. These devices are pushing a tremendous amount of business through the wires and the airwaves, and that's putting pressure on the companies here. In fact, did you know that Bangkok is the 5th largest city in the world as far as Facebook users? Thais are adopting this technology quite aggressively. And in Thailand, there's really only 3 providers of both broadband and Wi-Fi, and 2 of them are financially challenged. So that brings me to what is the strongest of the 3, and it's a company called JAS.mp4 International, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Because really, the only way to play the broadband and Wi-Fi boom in Thailand is through this company. Now, this company now has 70,000 Wi-Fi hotspots and continues to expand. And basically, if we look at this company, some of you may have heard of this company's name a long time ago. It went through a troubled past. First thing is that it had a situation of debt restructuring in 2003. The second thing is it had a long relationship with TT&T, a company that has been struggling with bankruptcy for years. And the third thing is that it's had a dispute with the TOT, which is a government agency that it has business with. Now, basically, what's happened over the last couple of years is that it's been trying to get out of its relationship with TT&T, and I believe the company is now in a very good situation and has severed that relationship. And in the case of the TOT, basically the company is working to try to work out a problem that they've got between them where the TOT is not paying JAS. So these are the 2 drags on this company. But despite this rough past, this company has a tremendous future. And why is that? Because it is the leading broadband and Wi-Fi provider in Thailand. In fact, they've had 43% growth in broadband services over the last few years. And what you'll see is they now have about 1 million subscribers across Thailand. And they've got another opportunity that's come their way since they've been expanding this network. And that opportunity is to partner with Advance and potentially DTAC in the future. These 2 mobile operators don't have the Wi-Fi systems and they haven't put them in place, which wouldn't have been a problem except for the fact that the Thai government didn't approve the 3G network and hasn't gotten over to that. So what we still have is these operators operating on 2G, which means they're overloaded. Now, with that overload, they've partnered with JAS and are using their Wi-Fi network to transmit and offload overloaded data. And so this is another part of revenue that JAS has been getting since about mid-2011. Now, this basically is driving up core earnings, and what we can see is that when you strip out the exceptional items I mentioned relative to TT&T, what you're going to see is that the core business actually has been rising quite steadily. So it's basically, what I'd like to wrap up with is to say that JAS is an interesting company that not many people have looked at. It's in a great competitive position relative because there's only 3 competitors and 2 of them are weak. And it gives an investor a chance to play that broadband and Wi-Fi exposure, which I think has growth for a very long time. And the third most important thing is that the company has been reducing its risk and exposure to TT&T and hopefully TOT very soon. So I think it's a very interesting stock to check out, and I hope you take a look at it. My name's Andrew Stotz, and thanks for joining me.